Right. It's always a crapshoot whether or not I've got audio, so let me know if there's audio. Alright, that looks okay, hopefully there will be sound. We'll see, so alright. You cannot hear you, not at all. Really not at all? Or not at all? Damn. Hopefully, damn. Okay. It looks like it's sending something, but okay. Okay. Average view duration 6 seconds. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. So, Norwegian soldier dude says he can't hear me, but he never listens to me anyway. So there you go. So we're on to part 2 of this. Small confession in the off camera. I added a new power connector because the one that was there was crap, and this one has just arrived in the post. So this actually has a power switch built in. It saves me PCB space for it, but yeah, there we go. Some clickety. Listen to that click. And I've added some headers that I know I'm going to need for this. So it's time to see if it boots, and put some firmware in it. So what do I need? I need a ROM. Let me find a ROM. I'll pull the ROM out of the rev. Pull the ROM out of the rev. The rev one. Yeah. Hey, Vampire. I actually have some questions for you. So, I'm looking to put together a ROM set for this. I can, with some dip switches that I'm going to solder here, I'm going to be able to put in 4 different sets of ROMs. Now I figured I can use one switch to switch between. I want to be able to switch between 50 and 60 hertz with one of the dip switches, and MSX 2 and MSX 2 Plus ROMs. So 2.0 and 3.0 maybe with the switch. I don't know if that makes any sense at all to be able to do that, but the most important thing is to get the 50-60 switch by switching the ROMs. This basically will select a bank of ROMs. This is a 512K ROM, and I can choose which set of ROMs. So I'm just wondering, which set of ROMs would you recommend? I had a look around for the sort of generic ones. Are they the best, or what? Since I know absolutely nothing about what I'm doing. And let me find what are these? I mean BIOS ROMs, yeah. BIOS images specifically. BIOS versions for specific machines. You know, I can sort of recommend 4 different machines. ROMs. Hi Stephen, did you use the keypad controller and the A1200 membrane I had to play with the joystick. It is here somewhere. I think it's fantastic, but I have no direct use for it at the moment because I don't have any Amiga set up. For the membrane, I actually did install it. I went through all the pain of installing it on my 1200, and the enter key didn't work. So I took it back out, and I don't know why it didn't work, and I didn't really want to get into it. But the keyboard, the enter key didn't work, and I was a bit frustrated because it was a lot of keys to undo and put back. So yeah. But thank you very much for that. I think I will definitely use that that keypad thing for a joystick thing for some sort of flight simulator at some point. F-16 Combat Pilot. No working Amiga setup. I know that situation. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, right. So, what are we doing? Let me remove any incriminating evidence of my screen. The chats I have with Chucky. Right, and let's bring up. So this is the firmware. The Rev 2 has got a couple of things. I suppose it's worth going through them. Instead of having these output from the CPLD, which are and they're always the same values, this is the pins on the address decode on the Yamaha sound chip. I just hardwired them actually, and so I freed up 2 pins. I don't need the chip enable on the ROM anymore. I just have that hardwired to ground. It gives me an extra address pin on the ROM. But yeah, I mean, this is so simple anyway. So we'll go through it at some point. But I mean, that's all the code. That's all the logic code there is, really. So you know, yeah. Also, can you switch between 3.58 and 6? I could go to 3.58 and double 3.58, so it would be 7 megahertz, I think. But I don't know if I can do, you know, I can't PLL to 6. I can't slide up that range, right? So I've got this guy. Oh. I think it was building earlier. Let's. What about onboard MSX Music FM pack? Nothing yet, but we might put an SCC. Arik is working on an SCC on the ARM. Evening Sparks UK. So there we go. That looks like it built. I verified that this worked on the Rev 1 earlier, so the firmware is good. Right, let's see. Yeah, that's what I did last. So initialize the chain. Please, oh, to turn the power on. I need to actually plug it in for. Oh, who knew you'd actually have to plug it in to flash it, huh? Plug it in, green light, initialize chain. Hey, okay. Actually, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yes, you are. Assign new configuration file. I mean, we're looking for minimum viable product at the moment, and then, you know, you might be able to get a little bit more. You might be able to get a bit more depending on the ARM chip that you put on. Although Arik is working on the RISC-V chips instead of the... let's see. It's executing, so it's flashing the firmware. Or did I flash the right firmware? Jeez. Oh, I heard something. Let's see. Power it off. Capture. And we are in like Flynn. Yeah, thanks, Vampire. On Discord, that would be good. There we go. Well, it boots. And no Atari logo this time. So, there we go. MSX. It's Yamaha. Filthy. Okay. Now what? No fire. No fire. I know you're disappointed, Chucky. I know you're disappointed. So we have... That's all the components demonstrated. Oh, and... I'm on the 9958. No troll mode, no Atari, no fire. I'm on the 9958. Let me switch to the... let me just... I think I need to add a device here. Not that one. And discount that there. And then add that there. So if I remove this jumper... This is the VDP select. So this jumper here will let you select between 9958 mode and 9938 mode. So I'm hoping that, you know, the issues that Arik was having with the software capture have gone away, and there we go. Is there an extinguisher next to me? No, there's an actual fire hose that's 100 years old, and it's about 10 feet from me, so don't worry. Everything is under control. Yeah. So, try to explain this. There's a whole bunch of slightly different pinouts on the 558, on the 9958 compared to the 9938. And what I've tried to do is accommodate a really simple, you get whichever one you can get your hands on, you set the right jumpers in the right way. I couldn't figure a way of doing it with less than 2 jumpers, but it's quite a neat solution. So if I switch this off and if I switch in a 99, I don't really want to keep switching in chips actually, because I've only got 3 of them. I don't want to break them. But okay, so the next job is, well, let's put some more VDP. Let's put some more VRAM in there, and let's put a. Well, let's put. Next thing is you need to put a cartridge slot on there. I think. Is there an extinguisher? No, I've already read that one. Okay, nobody's chatting to me. Nobody's that interested. That's fine. So, let's switch to that one. Why have a software switch for 50-60 megahertz VDP? I know that, but how do I do that? How do I do that? How do I implement that without modifying somebody's ROM, for example? I mean, if somebody wants to do it that way, why have a hardware? The hardware switch was so that you can just pick a different ROM. It was. So, Vampire, I understand that there's much more complicated ways you could do this, but I'm looking for the absolute simplest way of doing it. Yeah, I understand that, but I can't build a piece of hardware that does that. You know, I have to modify a ROM to do that. I have to do some software changes, and I don't want to do software changes. I want this to just be bomb-proof. I can make it work with a jumper, you know. It's literally just trying to do it the most stupidest way possible. Plus, you get the if you have a better way of doing that, you still got the option of 4 different banks of ROMs, 4 different sets of ROMs if you want. No beer. You're not on the beer, Chucky. I'm on the vino. I can't have beer anymore. I'm not allowed. I mean, Vampire, we've got 4 entire banks of ROMs, so I figured that at least at the very least, that was a simple way of getting 4 different banks of ROMs. What we use them for, yeah, that's negotiable, but that was a simple way I thought of doing, without injecting any code, without having to know anything. I see you're using the same. Yeah, I love my. What I like about the trackball is when the desk gets so cluttered up that I can't move a mouse, I can still do stuff. So. Keith McGarr cider, no, I can't take cider. Oh my god, no. Me and cider, no. No. So basically I've just left myself with options on this board, so I'm gonna put a bit of flux. Not the proper amount, it's only a connector, so just a bit of flux really, just to aid the flow. Oh, what did I do there? We don't need the microscope for this. Solder. Sorry about the banging of the microphone. There we go. Right. I let Ollie know I was streaming. I think he's busy recording or something. So. So we'll just solder on an edge connector here. And we're probably going to need because I haven't checked the sound. There's probably loads of things broken. But it did boot, so the music tonight is some kind of random Amiga tracker music I found on YouTube. I figured I shouldn't rip off Ollie's music two nights in a row. I can maybe circle back to him. Keep it fresh, keep it interesting. Hey Rennie. Renee. I got a lab set up now, yeah. I haven't really got a choice. Next door is literally, I found a tree root growing through my house, so let me just check that. I carry on. Oh, I've missed a couple of pins. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Is there any email you can reach me directly? I tend to not. I mean, try me at Stephen@TerribleFire, but you're not. I'm probably not going to Stephen@TerribleFire.com, but I'm not. Or I prefer. I mean, if you've got a question, ask it on the forum, because then, if somebody asks the same question again, they won't have to contact me. That's kind of why I have the forum. It's not that I'm antisocial, it's just I'm antisocial. I think I was Finnish in a previous life. I mean, you can put me in touch with the one-chip MSX guy, but I don't think he's going to be very happy in me building, producing something that's basically going to... I don't know. I mean, yeah, Vampire, anyone who's got any good ideas, I'm happy to listen to them. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm building something for me, really, and I kind of like this. So let's see if we can get a game to work. What do we go with? Some of these. No, it's gonna have to be, isn't it? There's only one game you can try to start with, is Nightmare. Let's see if it boots anyway. Okay, I got the list on Discord. Right, let's see. Capture. Does it boot? Konami! Yay! Okay. Not got epic fail. And the sound's working. Excellent. Yay! 32 kilobyte ROMs work. I mean, considering it only booted the first time a couple of seconds ago, I'll take that. So I think we should... Vampire, do you happen to know if Vampire Killer needs 128k? He stole the Hobbs game. Oh yeah, I'm doing the 16:9. I don't know what's going on there. I think that's... Do I want to risk doing the 16:9 thing on the... Hit a button here? Oh, that'll never... No, that's... Yeah. If Vampire Killer will run, we'll give it a go. You using Sunol solder. This is the stuff I'm using. It was sent to me by Super Duper. He's my dealer. I don't even know where I get it from. I love it. I want that particular solder to have my babies. It's that good. So right. So so all we need now is a... Give me a second, I'm going to go see if I can find a joystick connector. Or maybe I can find one in my pile of Amiga scrap. Oh, I think I gave them all to Ollie. Damn, I think I gave them all to Ollie, actually. I think the card is Japanese. Let's try it. Let me go and find it. I think I gave all my DB9 connectors to Ollie because he was building a 1200. Where is Vampire Killer? Let's perform an experiment. Okay, let's try it. I don't think it's going to work, but let's just give it a go anyway. She boots. We get Konami. Well, yeah. There we go. Sweet. Right, I'm going to try and check the SCC sound using F1 Spirit. I think that's probably 128. No, actually that plays on the MSX1, so that should be fine. SCC support sorted. Well, at least it's my audio circuit is working. Castlevania is Vampire Killer. that's the whole point. Castlevania is Vampire Killer. That's the joke. Okay, Vampire Killer's running too fast. I think we might be on a. We might be on either a 50 Hz ROM or a 60 Hz ROM. I don't know which ROM we're on. Okay. Okay, well we can tune this sort of stuff. Is it just possible that I've got it on 60 Hz? I could maybe reflash it to a 60 Hz mode, a 50 Hz mode. Let me check. So what I can do is choose another ROM in the bank by doing that. Yeah, helps if you plug in the let's see if it's the same speed then. I have an SCC, FPGA SCC card from Ollie here, but I need a keyboard to actually. I would need a keyboard to actually use it. Oh. How's that? Is that better? That looks like it's more consistent, yeah? So that's just 50 versus 60, so this must be, you know, a 50 Hertz card. Oh, it's sped up a wee bit. Must be on the edge or something with timings. Okay. There we go. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to solder in the 128K of RAM, and then probably next time I'll come along and solder in the US. So part 3 will be the final bit. Will be some DB9s and some. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. I don't know what it is I could be possibly doing in hardware that could be a problem, though, if you see what I mean. Except maybe not slowing down, if you see what I mean. But you know, I'm happy for a bit of investigation to go on. Well, I think that VDP is starting to get hot. Yeah, I think that guy needs a bit of that 9958 needs it's getting hot. The VDP is getting hot. I think it needs I think it needs some kind of active cooling. That's what's causing the glitching. I'm cooling it down with a bit of spit, and it's doing much better. Yeah, I think it just needs I think that just needs a bit of active cooling. No, just a bit of like a heatsink or something on it, and that'll be sorted. And what I really like about it now is, you know, to take a cart out, you can just you got a switch here. I'm all about simple solutions. I'm all about really easy solutions, not adding too much more cost. So, so that's it switched off. Pull it out of the cart. So, yeah. Right, let me go and find some more VRAM and we'll install it. Right, a couple more VRAMs. I was having a quick look there for some DB9s. I think I'm going to have to order. I totally forgot I was into them. Completely forgot I was into them. And I'm pretty sure I gave them to Ollie. Because he was doing his re-1200. And I'm pretty sure I did. Just have a quick look in the... Rummaging through my own drawers here, you know. But I'm pretty sure I gave that DB9 to Ollie. Which, to be fair, at the time I'd forgotten I needed them. I can pull that one off. So most Japanese games run on 64 KB RAM. The only way to really test the 128 RAM is to start using disk cracks or games that have European cards. Some newer games. Yeah. Look, the fact that as long as the BIOS reports it, I'm happy with it. Let's get some. Let's just change the screen layout here. Right. So. At some point in the near future, Amiga services will be resumed. But this one was just so close to being completely finished. What the hell have I done with that chip? Completely lost the chip. What did I do with it? Oh, there you go. Even if you have, yeah, it doesn't show more than I've seen. So this actually has 512K of RAM, and it's on 512K of RAM, and just realised that I can know why that's not working. So it has 512K of RAM, but it only reports 128K. So yeah. I don't think anything really uses 512K of RAM. You know, unless you're starting to do the whole silly, you know, checking your email on your MSX. Type carry on. Oh, speaking of which, I have to have a little bit of a rant. Is it AmiFox? Amiga Fox? This browser solution where, you know, you have a tool and it connects to a service, and the service goes away and renders a website and sends it to your Amiga. Don't use it. It's known anywhere else in the entire universe as a man-in-the-middle attack. And really, I mean, I know that the people doing this have got the best of intentions, but for the love of God, don't do that. It's so wrong. It's borderline criminally wrong. You know. Yeah. Just avoid it. Don't do it. You know, how it works is you connect with HTTPS to their server. Their server connects with HTTPS off to your bank. Who would honestly check their bank with their Amiga? Anyway. Well, actually, I know one person who would. But, and then, yeah, just no. No, just don't. I mean, if you're going to do that, don't. That setup is okay if you don't host it. If you host it, you are borderline a criminal. I mean, I know it's just, I honestly know that the people involved are just ignorant and a bit silly and don't realize what they're doing, how what they're doing can be seen to be criminal. But just no. Nothing with authentication, as Chucky says. Just, I mean, buying a pizza with your Amiga, right, is a cool novelty. But an Amiga is not a daily driver. For the love of God, it's not a daily driver computer. A new DNS solution, it's... Look, I'm not trying to knock them for trying to provide. I understand they have the best of intentions. I don't think they've quite seen what it is that they've created and what it can be, how it can be construed. So yeah, why damn Fox? It's only criminal when they abuse it and it's not transparent what happens to the data. Potentially yes and no. And it depends on if the data is ever stored at rest on a disk. Then you've got GDPR issues. I'm pretty sure that effectively they're a VPN service. Not VPN services need to register for GDPR and all that type of thing. Oh, cock and balls. I just soldered that on backwards. Fuck. Why did I do that? Ah, that is annoying. I'm sure my eyes are getting worse. I am an idiot. I don't have this permanently set up, so this is going to be fun to find a plug to plug this into. Desoldering station. Plug for a desoldering station? What do we unplug? The fridge? Nah. The CRT? Yeah, I think the CRT. Let's go. You're probably getting a very unflattering shot of my stomach right now. No, you're not even getting my crotch, thank God. Glasses, yeah, I know. But if I wore glasses and... yeah. Yes, but you're our idiot, okay. Thank you. That makes me feel better, Rennie. That's annoying. Okay. Powering up the beast. Let's see if I can find a place to put this where... That's... yeah. Thanks, Ray. It's the village idiot, but he's our village idiot. What an idiot. Age related. While this is warming up, because it's got halfway to go, I'm going to go and find more of the liquid thing that goes into that glass. Terrible fire at work, yeah, sorry. Idiots. making a mess of all this. Is that Voddy Big Man? No, it's just white wine. I'm no a jakey. Well, I'm not that much of a jakey. This is my preferred way of getting out. Chips. No. Well, that's not working. What's going on there? Nope, the microscope's not working. It's decided to die, so we'll stick with this. Oh, for the love of God. So I don't have this thing set up well anymore. But Chucky is right, I do need glasses. Glasses are the way forward. Yeah, well, it's about the only thing I'm vain about. We all have our one thing, right? Oh man. Right. Nothing wrong with a pair of Gregory Pecks. I know. But right. I've gone for the brute force and ignorance route. 'Cause what's up with the microscope camera. It's just suddenly decided to stop. I think USB connectors from my. Oh, I'm having. I'll get everything sorted here in this space at some point. It's just suddenly how you go from everything's going great to oh no, very quickly when you do that. That's why I usually check it before something all in. So one dead chip. Just being an idiot. Right, I'm just going to do this quickly so I can get on with my. One pin out. 2 pin out. Only 28 pins or something. 3 pins out. See, I hate through hole. If that was surface mount, I could have just heated it up. Sweated it off. Right, one side done. Sorry, I'm not doing this on camera because it's just so much quick. I want to get this over with. 2 at a time, and that's the one thing I do like about the K-tip. You can do 2 of these pins at a time. So what I'm doing is I've cut the legs. The legs are still sitting in the board. Cut the chip off the legs, and now I'm I don't know what's going on with my USB camera. I'm going to have to check that in a second. Right. All out. And you can, you know what? I really don't like that desoldering station. It's just about useful for doing some arcade repairs. But yeah, I hate desolder. That's actually one of my least favorite things to do in soldering is desolder dip chips. Right, let's get you off the bench. Look at the size of your Frankie bonds. Right, now it's time to clean up. Oh God almighty, what an idiot. Right, let me go and find it. What's going on with that? I think is the right one. Two seconds. Yeah. Very good. Why did my wife want to move house? I had everything set up really nicely. Jesus. Right, come on. Microscope. Come on. Microscope. No. It's sulking. Right. You just have to not see it. Every camera is breaking around here. It's like they would not have cabs in the old house. No, I would not have had cabs in the old house. Oh god, that would have been good as well. I wouldn't have been able to become addicted to cabs. Retrospective, are you real cognitive? Oh, that actually makes me laugh. Retrospective is a Ouija. It's about as Ouija as you get. Sorry, I'm fixing my stupid mistakes. Are you Greek? He's a real Ouija. I met Retrospective down at Polmadie. That's where I found him. It's not even a lie. That's where I met. That's where I first met Duncan, at the dump. Sorry, I'm really sorry. This is not entertaining. I'm trying to undo my stupid mistake. Next to the dump. No, I thought I found you in the dump, man. I thought you were in the dump. I was like, oh, right. So I sort of salvaged you. And I practically live down there anyway, so. I mean, as in I'm at the dump every day. That is... That's one of my pet hates, is when you trying to get the solder out of the hole. Stick at the dump. Oh man, yeah, you are stick at the dump. Oh, that's a pretty good analogy. Right, let's move away from just insulting Duncan. There's more profitable things to be done. Almost there. I can't believe I was that stupid. That's the nicest backhanded compliment I've ever had. Well, you're the expert on backhanded compliments. So, there you go. Learn from the master. God almighty, Dougal. Right, you know what? I can't be bothered with this anymore. It's so annoying. I'm just trying to get the solder out of the holes. And it's not working. So, the problem with Japanese BIOS is that the keyboard layouts are much different per region. Even the French, Dutch, German, UK layouts are all different. Yeah. So, what's the... How do you have a hardware solution that lets you switch... You know, decide I'm playing this game I'm playing this game and I want to be in this other mode. I mean, I suppose in games it doesn't matter, right? If it's, you know, if it's like you're playing a Japanese game. Oh, the ARM can detect what ROM you've picked, so it can actually change the keyboard layout for you on the fly. I did think of that. Hey Eric, have you got me a keyboard? Have you got me a keyboard firmware yet? I'm making a mess. It was all going swimmingly well at the beginning, and then it went really badly wrong. I think I've given all my DB9s to Ollie. It's alright, I can order some more. I think I gave all my DB9s to Ollie. The DB9 socket on backwards is like, yeah, well, I did that the first time, sorry, so now what I'm doing is I'm trying to undo my stupidity. Oh man, this is just going to be horrible. You'll be pleased to know that the 5.8 is working now with the new changes, Eric. So Eric is working on it right now to get us a keyboard firmware. That is not going to work. And I can't even show you what I'm doing, so I'm really sorry. Viewer count drops to 4. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I've still not managed to get on top of things since the move. A couple of years now, so I thought I'd have done that by now, but although if you take a look through by in the in the old lab right now, I've basically been digging in there for 4 weeks and I'm not finished. Sorry, I'm really sorry guys. I'm just an idiot. Wow. You had some GLC, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, yeah. They're just, the cowboys did. A bunch of cowboys. Right. YouTube chat is seriously borked. Sorry, I'm kind of not paying attention to the chat and I'm really sorry guys. Let's have a look. What is going on here? Right. I think I'm going to do this off camera because I'm just getting myself tense and anxious. So let's do the next thing, which is stick a let's stick a USB socket on here. No, let's stick the arm on. Heck it. Make sure we don't put the arm on backwards. These are expensive. This box is, but I'm not. I'm trying to understand as in what is bought. I'm trying to understand what is exactly meant by bought. In what way broken? Okay. 5 STM32s. So I've stuck one of them on there. Find out the orientation and we'll go from it from there. So let's crank up Eagle. I typed a whole sentence and ended with a smiley, only the smiley shows up. Oh, okay. That I can't see, so sorry about that. I really don't know what's going on with this USB. I'll try and move that into another USB socket. Let's try that and see, because we're really going to need a different socket this time. That looks better. Where did I manage to get them from? Oh god, if I tell you then the prices at my source will go up. I mean, I'm not microscope properties. Oh, come on, gotta work. Why is OBS? I know what you mean by the STM32, but if I tell you, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Why is that camera not showing up? Oh man. Oh, yay! It showed up and it worked. Oh my god. Finally. Right. Right. My worry is if I tell people where to get STM32s, I won't be able to get them again. That's my. Okay, it was Farnell. Yeah. It was Farnell. Right. So pin 1 is north. Yeah. Oh, Christ. So let's look at the previous version. Find out which pin is pin. Right, so that camera's a bit twisty. Let's get you like that. So I think that's pin 1. That's just a decoy. Right. Right, let's get the proper amount of flux. I mean, I'm going with the STM32 because that's what we had in the previous revision, but Eric is convinced we can maybe try and do RISC-V chips that are pin compatible and a few other things. Are possibly a potentially an option as well, and possibly just better supported chips, believe it or not. So it was Farnell. So what happens is, whatever, I feel like I've got this curse. Like whatever I touch becomes extremely expensive. My wife says I should buy stuff, like buy huge amounts of stock of something and then tell everybody about it, but I'm sure that would be the only time it didn't work. Right, so let's get, so I have that tacked on, that corner tacked on. It's not the nicest solder job I've ever done, but yeah, it'll do. So again, let's start over here. STM 5 volt tolerance and the Xilinx 5 volt tolerance. Oh, everything being 5 volts makes everything really easy. That one. There we go. Terrible for a curse. Yeah. I bought a dead. Oh god, what do you put it? A dead CD32 motherboard. A sort of not working CD32 motherboard in 2016 or 2013 for 2016, end of 2016 for £20. Haha. Nowadays they go for twice that. Sorry, 10 times that. If anybody's confused, pin 1 is top, is the north right on this PCB. That's where pin 1 should be. Northeast on the ARM footprint. There is a dot, but it's a wee bit, you can see the dot there. It's a little bit away from the pin, so okay. On STM32. Let's catch up on chat. Oh no. I've not been following TFMSX too closely. Is it an MX1? No, it's an MSX2 Plus. Yeah, as Vampire says. Or you can make it just a plain MSX2 if you want. Let's see how badly I'm going to blow this up. Okay. Let's see if it still boots. Should only find 64K of VRAM. Yeah. So that's the ARM on. This guy next. And then it's over to ARIC. I mean, that's it pretty much built at this point. Just a couple of wee fiddly things to do remaining. Is that my skin? No, that's the wood grain of the table. Were you about to tell me I need to moisturize? Moisturize. That is my skin. That is the table. Board flipping is the reason why I hate through-hole. Yes. I mean, you might as well be just making pancakes. That, and if you make a mistake with through-hole, it's like, ugh. You've bolted the damn thing in. I don't want to bolt the thing in. I just want to make a solder contact. You know, I'm not looking for. I want to solder the damn thing. I don't want to get married to it, you know. Right. USB sockets in. Sorry, I'm just. I need glasses. Funnily enough, I don't need them in the morning. I just kind of need them in the evening. I need them when I get tired. Should be wearing them. It's only for close up work. No, I don't need them for driving or anything like that. Okay. And, you know, thanks to Goose for a few little modifications, including a strain relief right there. Yeah. Actually never saw a real Brazilian, a real MSX with Brazilian stuff. Okay. Right. Apart from my screw up, which is, you know, my screw up, I think this is all getting close. See if I can find any more. Right, I think that might be Eric sending me a firmware in the pings. Hold on. Nope, that wasn't Eric. Okay, cool. Eric is on the ball. Sorry, Eric, I wasn't paying attention. I'm live streaming. Right. Right, so what do we do? Will we fix this? Yeah, well, let's see if we can fix this now that we've got the microscope going. The problem is that I screwed up, and as you can see, a couple of these have now pretty nasty. Let's see. Right. Come on. There's always one pin that's stubborn and won't come out. I think most of those on the top row are now. Maybe not that one. But we'll try it from the other side now. John Wick. You need to pay more for Sucky Sucky. I have got... yeah. I've got some more stuff. There's loads of it. It just doesn't seem to... Does that not get on my wick? Ha 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 ha! Fat sack. This will be the whole thing. Like, it'll be like, right, part 4 trying to clean up this so fucking socket. I will actually do another one, another build from scratch. Well, actually, tell me what you think. I mean, I feel like it's watching paint dry down one of these things, but you guys seem to like it. So, would you like to see me do another one, or what? Terrible Fire builds this 12,000th TFMSX. He hasn't sold one yet, but he just keeps building them on YouTube every night. I think we might be there. See if I can go and find another. 2 of them are still blocked. $4060, yeah, $4060. The problem with these guys is $4060 is quite an expensive beast to build. But I could start working on the TF 4060 on stream, I suppose. Maybe that'll be what I'll do next. But I thought I'd just wet myself and get myself back into the swing of the game with the MSX. But I have set in, as Chucky knows, I have set in motion a few more MSX, 4060 projects or, fixes are in flight, so... Right, I think that's good. I'm going to go and get myself another socket, another chip. Just a second. Do you know what? I bet you I can hear Ollie going, if you'd socketed it, it wouldn't have been a problem. He's right. I'm wrong. Is there a wiki for this? I am the wiki. I'm a sort of Palpatine. I'm gonna go and get some alcohol that you don't drink. Just a second. I can't tap. Right, see? Alcohol, but not the drinky type. I need to pay more for Sucky Sucky, Jesus. I need to pay, actually, you're right, I do need to buy a better desoldering station. You bought an expensive one, didn't you, Chucky? So. Okay, that's clean on that side. What's my favourite tipple, sir? My favourite tipple is probably some kind of Trappist beer, but I'm not allowed that anymore because I'm too fat. So my favourite tipple now is gin and tonic. Believe it or not. Right, that is actually looking pretty clean. Right. Hey, gringo, you want to buy my donkey? She's clean. Oh yeah, no. Tried to get retrospective pished here at the house, but he wouldn't drink. Even said, take a drink, man. And he was like, I'm off it. Right, before I start soldering, that is in the same orientation as that, right? Let's not do that again. That was idiotic. Kind of IPA, please. Yeah, I can go in IPA. I don't need this for the... Right. There we go. Sorted. Right, let's go see if that actually shows up with 128K of VRAM now. I'll give this a trip through the ultrasonic later. And just change the camera. God, I'm a disaster today. Right. Switch the camera. Soldering stuff to that side. You can go in, plug you in the power in. And let's switch you to capture. $128K of VRAM. Sweet. Oh, this is a this is a Brazilian MSX ROM, I think. Brazilian MSX2 ROM. Wow. That's quite funny, actually. 28815 bytes and leave this. Okay. So let's see what Arik is saying and if we've got a ROM to try. Nope, nothing from Eric yet. So it'll be. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that earlier. So yeah, I can flash that back to a different. I think what I did. Let me just show you actually, and this is the reason why I was asking you this earlier, Vampire. Let me show you what I did. So I've got a script that. So I have a script that's generating the ROM, right? I don't mean it's janky as anything. It's just grabbing the blue. It's grabbing a bunch of different MSX ROMs from the blue MSX. I mean, I don't know. You can pick it from wherever you want. I could grab the MSX Systems ROM from I think that might be your site or something like that. But each one of these banks can be selected by the dip switches on the board. So I think that's the one we've got selected at the moment, is the BR one. I don't know, the Spanish one? Let's go and put the Spanish. How about a Spanish MSX2 Plus ROM? Why not? Let's have a look at that just for the lols, huh? So I just changed that. At the moment I haven't got the dip switches on, so I'm hard coding it like this, but hit the make button. So a bank is 64K, and the first 32K of that bank is the main ROM, and there's two sub-ROMs, an extended ROM and a disk ROM that I can map in somewhere. And that's basically how I've chosen to do it, but I'm not locked to that. I can change my mind. I can make it 128K banks or whatever. Let's go with that. See what's in here. I don't think that that's what I thought it was going to be, so okay. I think there's little glitches and little stuff to sort out, but oh Ollie, finally look what the cat dragged in. Jesus Christ, you try and do stuff, you do MSX things, it doesn't turn up until the last second. I don't know. Isn't it not normal for French to be not? Yes, you're correct. Garlic shrug. So I can't play Vampire Killer for two reasons. One, because Arik hasn't finished doing the joystick, the keyboard firmware yet, even though I'm ready to go. And two, because I gave all my DB9 connectors to Banjo Guy Ollie. I'm shaking my head here. So, there you go. But there. And what I've got to show you today out of the box is I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. Sound setup. It's sounding pretty good. MSXs are not known for having good sound circuits, so Oh, Eric's asking. So Eric's asking where new format can I read a row of keyboard? It's the first. Let's show you. I'm setting them on ports. That gets set on port C. Port C gets set to port C gets set to the first 4 bits of port A on the arm, I believe. Let me just check. So yeah, MSX port C 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's your keyboard row there. PA 0, 1, 2, 3. Does that make any sense, Eric? We're pretty close actually. I mean, apart from a couple of DB9s. Apart from a couple of DB9s, which I actually think I probably have a couple of DB9s, just can't find them. But I'm blaming Ollie anyway. So the OG carts, the balance was slightly different on the FPGA CC. It is slightly different. It doesn't, I mean, even if, no matter what you do, it doesn't sound quite as good as the... There's not as much bass, I have to say. You know, no matter what I did, I couldn't get a good bass, but it works, and you can get the sound. Yeah. I'm away to see Ollie next week, and I've got a feeling that he's going to give me 30,000 DB9s now and say, there you go, you smart arse. Something like that, anyway. There's a suitcase full of DB9s. Does... Oh, I'm well chuffed with that that's working. It wasn't working as good as that on the it wasn't working as good as that on the previous revision, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, Vampire, it's the Sega Rally pickup. Yeah. There's your Sega Rally, now get out of my house. That's what it'll be. Are they racing on Mars? Thanks. Right, I think I'm going to call it a stream at that, but all of the fixes that I verified all the fixes that Gadget wanted done. You can pick your SC, your VDP voltages and everything with the you can pick your VDP voltages with the jumper. Yeah, I got my beers. I've had my fun. It's all that matters. All right. Well, we've gone from nothing to this in a night. I'll do one more stream, either tomorrow or on Saturday, and once Eric's got the keyboards. Once he's got the keyboard stuff set up, and we'll work on it from there. See, the worst thing I could do for Ollie is not come and get the Sega Rally, and then Fiona would kill him. So I have to go and get. You demand fire. So, just for Ollie's sake, because he's late, yeah, I went with this silly connector for the power. So the power is a power switch built into the power connector, so you can turn it on and off there. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm really crap at driving. How do you know? Have you been following me around? That's what my wife says. In fact, that's what the Irish police said when I was in Ireland the other week. So, don't come back here. So there we go. Yeah, really simple. I'm going to send one of these, now that I know it works, I'm going to send it to Goose. And this one will probably go, no actually no, I've screwed this one up a wee bit, so I'll keep this one myself, and I'm going to give one to, build one for Ollie to take with me to Ireland next week, and I will give one to Eric, and I'll give a blank to Goose, and I think one might be going to Neil from Ritter Man Cave. And just because, you know, are the police in Ireland really that dense? They're not like the Unbelievables. You can't be doing that, lads. You can't be doing that. No, they're not like that. They're a bit more angry than that, actually, to be honest. Yeah. Nobody has a clue what I'm talking about except Ollie. So, none for you, Vampire? No, I only have 5, so next round. I'll get one to you next time. I'll get Goose to send you one when he does a batch. Or I'll get, you're in Europe, aren't you? So your 8-Bit Dreams I'll bribe 8-Bit Dreams to send you one. I believe 8-Bit Dreams is going to be building these. So, and if he's not, I'll find someone else. Maybe Chucky? Chucky, are you planning? Would you like to build a few MSXs? They're really simple, entire computers. And you probably do that in about 10 minutes, I think, at your rate. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I'm looking for the advertising from Neil. Goose has got to do some casework. He's doing some caseworks on it, and Eric is the man who's doing the keyboard firmware, so he needs one, and Ollie needs one because he's responsible for the whole thing in the first place. So, and also there's a little hidden surprise in this board, which I'll talk about at some point. Mark whatever gets the Unbelievable reference. Okay, probably Rob Cranley will get it if he's still in the stream. So, yeah. Oh, are we on that? So there you go. I've ripped off Hoffman's game here. See. Is it a pony? I have a horse outside. Anyway, right. Thank you all for watching. I shall be tried to come back and do another stream in the next day or two. Probably Saturday if I'm doing one. Maybe Sunday. No, I won't stream on Sunday because Amiga Bill streams on Sunday, and well, there's no point in streaming on Sunday when Amiga Bill streams because everybody watches Amiga Bill, and I don't want to compete with them, so there you go. But yeah, come back on Saturday, and we'll see if we can finish off this guy. And after that, we may start doing some more regular work on Terrible Fire stuff. So I maybe didn't get the pony reference, by the way. So, all right.